is so lovely to just, paint with the universe. Just got a little notification, threw me off. Okay, so what's up, world? Welcome to my channel. Make sure you subscribe for new holistic vegan tips and tricks. You can also follow me on social media at Mark's Lifestyle, and let's get right to it. So in my last video, I talked about being precise in your words and that we manifest our own realities. True. And I just wanted to elaborate on that in this video here. So the law of attraction, one of the best and most powerful laws that tends to go over most people's heads. It's so simple that it literally just goes over people's heads. So what is the law of attraction? Simply put, the law of attraction says that you will attract into your life whatever you focus on. And let me just repeat that because it's super simple. Like I said, it goes over people's heads. So the law of attraction says that you will attract into your life whatever you focus on. So whatever you focus on, you will get. Whatever you give your attention to will come back to you. So if you stay focused on the good and positive things in your life, you will automatically attract more good and positive things, which is a fact. Definitely true believer in that. Law of attraction is very, very real. So if you're also, but on the flip side, if you're focused on lack and negativity, then that's what will be attracted into your life. So don't focus on those things. Just be positive. So I have 8 steps here to help you manifest everything that you want using the law of attraction. So step 1, be precise and clear with your thoughts. If you don't know exactly what you want, you can't actually take the steps to make it happen, can you? If I want to be here and I'm here, I literally have to take the steps to get there. Now, if I don't know how to take the steps to get there, then I'll never get there. And I know I just used my fingers, but you'll get you can get the analogy at least. I have a little exercise here to help you manifest things. I did this about 2 months ago, before the new year started. So what you're gonna wanna do is make a list of all the things that you desire, dream as big as possible, so even if you land short, you still make massive progress. So what I like to do is, say aim for the stars. Even if you land short, you still land on the clouds, and it's a true saying, So I was going to give a quantity of how much things should be on that list, whether it be 10, 20, 25, whatever. But I've kind of strayed away from that mentality of forcing things. So maybe 5 is on your list compared to someone's 25. That's perfectly okay. And what's supposed to happen, everyone's different and has different life goals. So I would say make a list of all the things that you desire. Be clear and precise. Be very, very clear and precise. Be very, very clear and precise. Stop when it feels perfect. And notice how I'm saying perfect, make it feel perfect. Well, don't force it to feel perfect. Don't make it feel perfect. Just let it be perfect. If it feels like it's too much or too little, it's probably a very good reason for that. Listen to your intuition and just trust it, You definitely just want to trust it. Your intuition is one of the things that we lack or that we don't listen to as much in life, and we regret it. You don't want to be going around not listening to your intuition. You're only going to be led astray. Always listen to your intuition. As far as being clear and precise, I want to give you a little example. So it's and you can see as I go on in the example that I'm getting more precise and more clear. So it's like this. I want a car. Okay. All right. What about I want a BMW? A little bit more precise. Okay. I want a BMW 3 Series. Okay, it's getting more fine-tuned, versus I want a BMW 3 Series with less than 20,000 miles. You see where I'm going with this, and you can keep on going, with the colors, the options, all those things. You will manifest that perfect car. Just make sure you take the steps to it, Also, you do not want to focus on the do not want aspects. So remember, what you give your attention to is what you will manifest, regardless if you put do not want. The subject is still, it may be stress. Let's say I go around and say, I don't want stress, I don't want stress, I don't want stress. I'm gonna bring stress upon myself. Literally, you're attracting it. You keep talking about it, you're bringing it to you. So you confuse the universe by saying I don't want something instead of just focusing on what you want. If I don't want stress, I'm not gonna think about stress. I'm not gonna say I don't want stress. I'm just gonna not think about it. I'm just gonna focus on what I actually want to happen. If I don't want something to happen, I'm just not gonna think about it. What you think about happens. Remember that. Another example, I could go around saying, let's see, I don't want to get into an accident. I don't want to get into an accident. I don't want to get into an accident. I drive all day, all day. I don't want to get into an accident. I don't want to get into an accident. I don't want to get into an accident. Or I don't want to get pulled over. I don't want to get pulled over. I don't want to get pulled over. Chances are that those things are going to happen because you're putting so much energy towards that, You don't realize that you're focusing so hard onto it not happening that it actually does happen. So you confuse the universe by saying, I don't want something, instead of just focusing on what you want. Stop confusing the universe. The universe don't like to be confused. Also, a little pro tip, don't let others know what you're manifesting because they can block it, essentially. And I guess you can really do let others know, but just not others who don't have your best interest. Like, don't get on social media and be like, oh, I'm starting a new project, because chances are there's gonna be, more often times than not. I guess that's what I was trying to say, but okay, all right. Where am I at now? All right, so what was I saying? I was saying others that don't have your best interest. Maybe you get on social media and you post, oh, I want to, I'm starting a new project, I can't wait for it to be finished. Chances are that you're going to have some people on your friends list or on your social media that don't want you to win, that don't want you to succeed, So, try your best to focus on that, because it's like, that's something I learned throughout the years. I kept announcing what I was going to do, and that only gives people an entry point, literally an entry point to block what you're trying to work. So just, do yourself a favor, work in silence, don't tell, show. That's something that I learned with my YouTube channel. I didn't tell anyone what I was doing because I didn't want anyone to, throw salt on it. I do have, I'm cognitive of, all my haters. I have a lot of friends on my social media and things of that nature. However, it's like I know a good handful of them, and it's not that they don't want you to necessarily do well. It's like nobody wants to see you do better than them, and it's not necessarily a mindset that I align myself with. I want everyone to win. I want everybody to do well. And, it could be somebody that started off the same day as me, and if they're doing better than me, I'm right there behind them. Like, yo, there you go. Like that's where I'm trying to be. Like, there you go. There's not a negative bone in my body, or like I don't do that whole shade thing. I don't throw shade. If you're trying to win. Like, for real, just go for it. And I guess that's what's happening here. The law of attraction. It's all I give out, so that's all I'm gonna get. Things are working for me. It's working very, very well. I'm very, very happy about all these things. So step 2, you're gonna want to conversate or ask the universe. I say conversate because it's like the universe is gonna talk back to you. So it's not like, just ask and then it's gonna happen. It's like the universe is gonna talk to you. It's gonna give you signs. So that's why I say conversate with the universe. Once you have your list, it's time to get serious about your connection to the universe by asking for what you want. Just simply, ask and you shall receive. So when the universe is clear on what you want to manifest, then it can help you. If you don't ask, it'll still try to help you, but it'll be guesses as to what you truly desire. So let's say you want to be happy. You are telling the universe, make me happy, please make me happy. Well, the universe knows that there are multiple things that make you happy, and it may give you another happy than the happy that you were looking for. So don't get mad at the universe for giving you what you were asking for, quite literally. Don't leave it up to chance. Ask for what you want. If you want to be happy by means of blah 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 instead of means of blah blah blah, then say you want blah blah blah, the first blah blah blah, not the second blah blah blah. So just be precise on that. Say what you want, and ask and you shall receive. It's all so simple. I swear it goes over our heads. I swear. There are lots of ways to ask, including prayer, meditation, visualization, and even vision boards. Vision boards is something I do want to get into. I love the idea of vision boards. Now, I have my own mental vision board that I kind of have in my head. My own personal vision board, I guess, the most unique one, because you can't phantom my vision board. Let me stop. I mean that to say, like, it's my own personal vision board that nobody else can see. Basically, didn't mean that like my vision board is better than your vision board because it's in my head or anything of that nature. So I'm not knocking your vision boards, people. I think they're great ideas. I would love to do one day as well. Another easy way is to actually write out a letter to the universe, address it to the universe. I actually used to write notes like this, not necessarily consciously, I guess, but I would write like letters of free thought to express myself with like questions like, am I supposed to be living this life? And sure enough, the universe responded. You just have to notice the signs. The signs are everywhere. Like literally, like I get signs every day. Like, I'm so in sync, and I don't just mean that. I mean that like quite literally. Like I'm too in tune. I wouldn't say too in tune. I'm so in tune with the universe. I get signs all the time, every hour. It's crazy. I'm flowing. Trust me, I'm flowing. If you're watching, I hope you're flowing with me. Letters in my phone. I guess they weren't letters, but letters essentially. They were just stuff that I was writing. And sure enough, the universe responded. So you have to notice the signs. The signs are everywhere, and they can, be anything. You just really have to pay attention. And what's a sign for me may not be a sign for you. So, don't confuse that. Somebody, you both see a shooting star and it means two different things, or, you see a blade of grass growing from out of the concrete. You take that and you look at it like, wow, that's my life right now. Like, I'm gonna persevere like that leaf. To somebody else, it's just a leaf, literally. Remember to ask the universe what you want, and be very clear and precise. Also, if you ask the universe for what you want once a day, it'll actually help you make your requests clearer and clearer. So every day as you begin to ask and develop these questions, you're gonna see your path light up more and more and more, essentially. Step 3, take action. Manifesting is the art of co-creating with the universe. It is so lovely to just, paint with the universe. Working towards your goals increases your chance of receiving what you want. It's also fun. You just really want to harness that. Without action, manifestation is useless. So, I can't say that I want to be rich and it happens. Like, you have to take action. So you also shouldn't speak in future tense. So I just said I want to be rich. It always needs to be in present tense. That's the secret to manifestation, is to believe that you already have it. So own it, I am rich. Be there already, like I am rich. I am wealthy. I am all these things that I'm currently working on. I'm there. I'm just, you're just receiving it. You're just waiting to receive it, pretty much. I do have my award. It's just I'm waiting to receive it, So here's another little exercise that you can do. So you can write down 3 actions that you can do today to bring you closer to your goal. If you don't know what to do, just use Google or anything on the internet to help you figure out what actions you can do to bring you closer to your goal. It's very likely that someone has struggled with the same issue and has written about it, so let yourself be inspired by what others have done. Literally, ask and you shall receive. I cannot stress that enough. Ask and you shall receive. I've done this numerous times with starting up different things, whether it be learning new programs or softwares or starting a new business. If you don't know something, it's your responsibility to learn it. A lot of people don't like to, take responsibilities for their actions. I'm someone that literally will, I'll be held accountable for every action. If I get mad at you, then, hold me accountable. Like, I was mad. Like, yes, I was mad because of this, yada, yada, yada. I'm not the type of person to run away and not be accountable for my actions or be responsible for my actions. So if you don't know something, it's your responsibility to learn it. I have no pity for those who scream, I can't, or I don't understand, so much. And they do it so much that it's to the point where you know that they don't really care to do it. If anything, it screams to the universe and me, I'm lazy and I don't care to progress in life. I'm comfortable being stagnant. That's what you're yelling. So when you say those things that, you don't want to do anything. Start taking action and keep taking action until you've reached your goal. You have no idea. It took me like 5 tries to say that just now. Like, okay. Step 4, just trust the process. A lot of people say it, trust the process, but a lot of people don't actually trust the process. It's just words. I always say, don't tell me, show me. I'm very big on that now. I didn't always used to be like this. I think people change, every so often. You change every day, really. You upgrade your consciousness and all that stuff as much as you would like to. So, there's no timeline on, you got to be, conscious for a year for you to maintain this level. No, you can, level up essentially whenever you wish to, or whenever the universe wants you to. Level up every day if you wanted to. So yeah, just trust the process. You may find yourself doubting the process, but what you tell the universe is, prove me right that it doesn't work when you have doubt. And I'll say that again. You may find yourself doubting the process, but what you tell the universe is, prove me right that it doesn't work when you have doubt. So to manifest, you have to. You don't want to. You have to trust the process. So whenever you find yourself doubting, catch yourself and say, I'm getting closer and closer to my goals every day. The universe has my back and life is awesome and perfect. Believe it, feel it, repeat it a few times if it'll help. Just, be adamant on that. Trust the process. Trust me. So step 5, be conscious of what you get. The universe is always going to help, but it's easy to miss the signs, especially when they come in, unexpected ways. The universe will give you more of what you want when you start to acknowledge it. Imagine me having a plate full, but going, I can handle more. The universe is going to look at you crazy, You want more, but you can't handle what you have? Like, what? Like, no, I'm not going to give you that. So now imagine me with an empty plate. I have room for space and growth. The universe is going to go, like, what you need, fam? Like, what else do you need? Like, I got you, So, but a good way to get started with this step is to, write down the evidence in a journal or in your phone at the end of the day. Make sure to include anything that's happened to you during the day that moved you a little bit closer to your goal, or any coincidences that made you feel good, or anything that made you just feel good in general. So like, signs can be a song lyric that synced up with you at that right moment. Happens to me all the time. Like, example, like 2 weeks ago, a song is mentioning growth. It was actually Mac Miller's new album. I was listening to it and I was talking about it, and I was just like, you can really see the growth. That's what I was saying. Okay, so like the song mentions growth, and as I'm typing out growth to a friend about the song or the album in general, like it just happened, So it was crazy, I was typing it out, growth, and said it at the same time. So it's like those kind of things, will keep you in sync and be a sign. That was a sign for growth for me, It can also be an inspirational quote that you found while scrolling through your social media feed, Signs are everywhere, and you just have to look and pay attention. Step 6, you're gonna want to keep your vibration high to get vibrational matches. You can't expect to reach something when you're down here. If this is what you want in life, and this is where you are, it is your responsibility fully to get up there to what you want. And in order to do that, you have to have the same match. You can't be down here but be up here. The biggest thing is mindset. Your mindset is going to attract everything that you want. Be very, very precise and clear with your thoughts and in your mind. A very good saying that I like to say is, change your mind, change your life. I don't know if I got that from anywhere. Honestly, I think I just kind of coined it after me saying it so many times. But yeah, change your mind, change your life. Quite literally. So, you want to do things that make you feel good, and things that help you experience joy. It can be anything, being positive, whatever. Like, it could be something as simple as drawing makes you so happy, or maybe watching a funny YouTuber makes you so happy, or watching your favorite show, whatever it may be. Try to keep doing those things that make you happy. Like, don't stray away from it. Like, don't be the person that says, oh, I wish I could still do this, it used to make me so happy. Just do it. Do those things that make you happy, because if you aren't being happy, then you're not, vibing as high as you should be. You need to do those things that make you happy. So like, remember, if you're in a crappy mood, that means that you're going to be rewarded with crap. So staying positive is the easiest way to be certain that good things are coming, So like, the easiest way to become a vibrational match for something is to just focus on creating positive emotions of love, joy, appreciation, and gratitude throughout your day. It's so simple, and like, I know that, it's simple for me. To others it may be hard. Maybe they're just, getting out of a divorce, whatever it may be, something negative. Sometimes it's hard for some of us to get out of negative situations. But you have to realize it is our responsibility to get ourselves out of those negative situations. I always like to say depression is a cruel joke onto ourselves, because when you're done being depressed, you can look back at yourself and go, well, why was I even depressed for so long? Not to say that even myself, like, I don't get depressed. Depression happens to everybody. Everybody has their ups and their downs. However, some people stay down, longer than others. It may look like a slope up, kind of like that. Whereas someone like me, it's like I'm up here, I'm vibing high. Oh, something tragic happened, and I'm back up, like, I'm straight back up, like, gotta, because I check myself very, very often. You gotta check yourself, checks and balances. So, some people tell me, like, oh, you're so happy all the time, and it's because I can bounce back up, like, the downs tell you where the ups need to be, pretty much, So yeah. Step 7, you want to acknowledge and clear your resistance. I always like to say, if you have resistance, you're headed the right way. If there's no resistance, then you're not headed the right way. So it's kind of like, I like to think of it as a track, like a runner running obstacles, like a hurdler, I guess is. So, you're running on the right path. The hurdles are going. You're jumping over the hurdles. Everything that comes, you're hurdling over until you, reach your finish line. Now, maybe the runner looks back and there are no obstacles there. Easy. He's like, oh wow, this is the easiest thing I've ever done, I don't think that you're headed the right way if everything just seems so easy. I don't think life's meant to be that way. I don't think so at all. I think that runner that turned around and it was so easy because there was no obstacles is headed the wrong way, and maybe even in reverse. So what that runner should do, turn around, face those obstacles to reach the finish line. Because in all reality, if he did turn around, there's no obstacles, then he's headed back to the starting line. So yeah. So yeah, that's my little take on that. So always acknowledge and clear your resistance. So like, for example, let's say you got stressed out that, something that didn't go your way. It could be anything. I can list a million different things. Something didn't go your way. You find yourself that you're frustrated, you're resisting, you're just like, oh, like, I can't believe this happened. Like, all you have to do is breathe, relax, and just let it come. Just do that 10 times, and I swear you won't be mad at anything. You just go clear and precise meditation. So that brings me to my final step, which is step 8. I think that's 8. That's 8, right? That's 8. Remember to stay positive. That is going to be the biggest takeaway from this. If you just stay positive is going to come to you. Remember, what you give out, you get. I believe that was the golden rule. I think they taught that to every elementary schooler. It was like, do to others as you would do to yourself. And it's so true. If I'm going around being nice to everyone, opening doors, everything like that, it's going to come back to me. I'm not surprised by these nice gestures that everyone does for me or anything like that, because that's what I'm attracting. People do say miracles happen, but I don't necessarily like to think of miracles or coincidences or anything like that. I like to just say that they're your perspective on the matter, because it really just is. It's just your perspective on that matter. So like, yeah, miracles can happen, but it's not really a miracle because it's supposed to happen. So, just remember to stay positive. Positive will come back to you. A little example I had yesterday, matter of fact, I was going to the store, right? And I was only going there for avocados, so I biked it up to the store just to get some avocados so I could make chips and guac. And it was like the very first thing. I know the grocery store very well. The people in there, they see me all the time. I go to the grocery store. It's the very first thing in the grocery store when I first walk in, right? So the avocados are right there. So I pick up 3 avocados, and then I proceed to go on the checkout line. Now I noticed that there's this lady like right in front of me, kind of with her cart. She's kind of like off to the side of me. And mind you, I grabbed avocados right here next to the lines, pretty much. And so I'm like, okay, grab my avocados, let me go in line. From out of nowhere, this lady like books it in front of me. She doesn't have too many things in front of me, but it was like she was in a rush to, I guess just get in front of me. Me, I was just like, okay, like, all right, I'm fine. I'm not gonna, stress about it or anything like that. I'm still staying positive about it. I'm not in a rush. I'm just feeling good, So right after that, the manager, I'm not in a rush, but I did want to be in and out. And in my head, like, she wasn't in front of me. She like cut me pretty much. Like she was just kind of just like rammed her cart in front of me, So, she did kind of cut me, kind of sort of. But I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm very big on people, doing what they gotta do. Little quick side story there. Got a story for another story. What I learned is to never, judge people if they're in a hurry. You never know what's going on in someone's life. When I was younger, I fell on glass. And I'm not gonna go too in depth, but I fell on glass and I needed to be rushed to the emergency room. My father was rushing me. And I remember that there was this guy that was, pretty much not wanting us to get into the lane because he saw that my dad was, kind of driving crazy, trying to like beat traffic. And the guy, once my dad showed him, like, because the windows weren't tinted, so like, my dad showed him me, bleeding out of my stomach, with glass. And the guy just like, I saw the look on his face. He was just like, oh, what the, like, I'm being an ass, And this guy's literally just trying to rush to the hospital, So it's like, whenever I see somebody, cutting in and out of lanes or, driving crazy on the road, I let them go. I let them go in the lane or whatever, because I don't know what kind of emergency that they're pressed with, Maybe someone's dying. I don't know. Like, imagine you're the reason for someone not being able to see that their dying loved one in their last moments because you didn't want to let them in the lane. Think about that. Like, seriously, think about that. You don't want to be that person, so don't be that person. But all right, so back to my story. So I'm in line, ready to check out. Like I said, the lady cut me, and the manager that I'm really cool with was like, he was helping somebody else out, and I said hey to him, and then as soon as he got done helping that other lady out, he was like, come on, I got you in line over here. And man, I was just like so thankful for that. I was like, thank you for that. I think he saw what had happened too as well though, and just kind of was like, wow, I can't believe that lady did that to you. We didn't speak about it, me and I see him all the time. I'm in Sprouts all the time. I go there like 3-4 times a week. I'm always in there. So, I check out, I say bye to him and everything like that, and there's the lady still stuck in line, in the same spot, So, if you're always doing good to others and onto yourself, only good is gonna come back. So that was my, quick little side story there about the law of attraction. Like I said, what you give out is what you get. And I have a million different stories on the law of attraction. I can talk about the law of attraction for days. It's just what it is. It's just law of attraction, So those are my 8 steps. Hopefully you learned something. Thanks for spending your time and energy with me. It's been a pleasure. I hope you all have a wonderful day, week, month, year, and life. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me tremendously. Also subscribe for more holistic vegan tips and tricks. Deuces.